so then he gives these 6 things. Is it true? Most things that bother people, they aren't even true. As I sit and talk with people and say, hey, what makes you think it's true? Well, so-and-so said it is. Really? I heard it on the internet. Yeah, that makes it true. Yeah, well, maybe you better consider their source. And how many times have we read something on the internet and we checked their source and we found out they don't know what they're talking about. And yet they're telling you life-altering things to do and not do, and they don't even have an idea what they're saying. Something they thought would work, and so they say. So it's not even true. And yet people are spending their time thinking about it. That's where they're locked in, and they're hooked on it. And Christian people, be careful. Be careful. Somebody says, well, the Scripture says, and I say, where does the Scripture say that? They can't tell you. Well, I don't know. I heard that that's what it says. Well, if it's not in the Scripture, it's not true, don't think on it. Filter that stuff out. Get that out of your thinking. That'll take care of most of the nonsense. If it's not true, I'm not going to spend my time thinking on it. The second thing, is it noble? Is it worthy of respect? There's some things that may be true, but they're just not worth respecting. So you just say, you know what, I don't want to spend all my time on that. I'm thinking about something, I won't say that. There's just some things that aren't worth thinking about. You hear them, and you find out they're true, and it's like, you know what? I'm not even going to think about that, because then I'll end up passing it on to somebody else, and before it's done, somebody's really depressed because they heard, it's like, yeah, no. It's not worth thinking about. It's not worthy of respect. Is it just? Is it right before God? Ooh, that eliminates a lot of things, because God says, I'll treat this justly, but I want revenge. He's like, no. Stop thinking about it. Move on. Leave it, because it's not, if you don't know it's just before God, then you better assume it's not, and not go there, and not stop thinking about it. Is it pure? Things that are immoral? People that are struggling with lust? We have a pornography problem in this country. It's a big-time problem. Big-time problem. And people can say, oh, it's not that big a deal, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is that big a deal, because people are focusing their attention on stuff that's immoral, and they end up acting on those thoughts. It's just a spiral down. And so, don't let your mind go there. Keep it pure. Lovely. Is it pleasing and agreeable? Does it bring real love to the situation? Isn't it great when you got a situation going on and somebody speaks up, and what they say, just relieves the tension and brings love to the situation, and you feel like, oh, good. Is it of good report? Does it ring true to the highest standards? We need to filter our thoughts through all this. Now, let me, I don't think I said this, but when people are depressed, one of the things I've discovered is they're depressed because of all the negative self-talk they're doing to themselves. It's probably not even true. They didn't filter it out, but they just kept doing now think about it, 3,000 words a minute, I'm no good, I'm a creep, I'm a whatever, blah, 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 blah. And now they're depressed. So if I find people that are depressed, I try to get them, you need to change your thought patterns. You need to start using this list And you need to get over on some positive thinking here. You need to let the Lord help you think about good things. And now, on the other side, kind of, is the person who's anxious. What causes people to be anxious is visual thoughts that they have about something. So they're driving down the road, and somebody pulls off from the side, and now they're anxious. Whoa, we almost had an accident. And if they keep thinking about that, they get more and more anxious. Or other things. So if you find yourself getting anxious, look at your thoughts. What are you visualizing? So the scriptures here are saying, you want the joy of the Lord? You don't want to be depressed? You don't want to be anxious? You want to be full of joy? Then watch your thoughts. Your thoughts is what this one is, the why here. Okay?